I say I don't have the money. He said, I didn't ask you that. He said, I told him behind the kitchen to fix you a plate.
Ever since I can remember, I've always enjoyed the arts and I've always enjoyed being immersed in other people's experiences and their minds through their creative process. And I feel like as I've gotten older through my creative practice, I feel like what has heightened just the way I think critically about the things around me and how my conversations have elevated, I genuinely feel like it's because I've actively immersed myself in these spaces. As an artist, I feel like it's definitely imperative to be visiting museums and galleries, specifically on like opening or closing nights. A lot of people go on these days, or if they have like artist talks, or if the artist is doing something that's performative. It's really good to participate in these activities, whether you're going to ask questions or observe. Observing is really key. Sometimes when I go to these places, I don't even talk to anybody. I'm a talker, but sometimes I really don't talk to anyone and I'm really just observing. One of the first times I really just didn't talk to anyone is when I went to Henry Taylor's monograph release. I seen it on Instagram and I was just like, I'm gonna go. So I went and I really was just taking it all in. Like, he performed, there was a cool little band, people were talking and drinking and he was signing. And it was just this space where I felt like really good about the trajectory of my life and the choices that I'm going to make. And it was nice to see people interact. And, you know, I've seen familiar faces that I've seen like on Instagram, or people I've seen via my email from newsletters that I've signed up, or I've seen their artwork, I've seen their artwork, but I really took that time to just observe. And today I'm gonna head over to Sola Contemporary Art Museum, and there is an exhibition going on. I'm gonna pull it up on my laptop right now, actually, so I don't get the name wrong. So the title of the exhibition is called Kindred Technology, and the exhibition was curated by Lenise Howard, who's also my friend and semi-mentor. I allocated her to be my mentor. So today they are doing the closing reception. The artists that are participating are Alexandria Couch, Kari Turner, Kwame Gomez, and Martin Etem. I'm hoping that I pronounced that correctly. I'm excited because I flew into LA a couple days ago, but I've been working back to back, and where I am right now, I don't feel like there's like actively engaging and changing exhibitions all the time, so I'm excited to go. This should just be a part of your regular, this is like learning outside of the academic house, which would be your university or school of choice. You just need to participate. I was supposed to do something else today, but then I seen this and I said, nope, I'm gonna go to this. And you definitely should be engaging like all types of activities. And most of the time the artists are there, so you get to ask them questions. And from my experience, they're generally very open, honest, transparent, and kind. So it's really good to get your questions out. As a student, if you aim to be up here, then you need to be doing up here activities. I'm gonna head over to the gallery now, and you guys will get to see all the artists that are exhibiting. So let's get to the museum. My top reasons for actively visiting museums and galleries include these points. 1. To further envision yourself and your works existing within these spaces, you must place yourself inside of them as much as possible. Activate yourself by being a participant in the scheduled events and programming. full circle moments only occur if you actually begin. If there is an artist you want to meet or be in close proximity with, opening ceremonies, artist talks, and closing receptions are likely moments. Have a question ready. Be brave and curious. Even if you only ask why they use a certain material, it is a segue into a potentially longer conversation. Hold your weight and be very prepared. 3. By remaining intellectually promiscuous, as a sponge, you become receptive and open to new works by many artists. Being open allows for you to make more informed decisions about your personal practice, in addition to having informed opinions that can be relevant at any given moment. 4. Your creativity is boosted because you are exposing yourself to uniquely executed ideas. You are able to see where you can either create space or be a great addition to. For me, it is the perfect opportunity to decide how you want to innovate. 5. All in all, you are bound to learn and become familiar with visual languages, names, and themes. Dialogue then becomes easier over time, and you can then participate critically in conversations.
Some creativity in these spaces we're in, so let your future begin now. We're beaming like we're battling dim on the night, but my light shines from the sun that's within, yeah. Nostalgic tendencies have begun to breathe life in the dry bones in this industry, so you can call me Damon, a respirator, resuscitating this nation with no fear, no hesitation. We own. Trap Hills is for freedom. Banana fan of these niggas ain't saying nothing, therefore I'm defining their meaning as something deeper. They're resembling demons, speaking to our death, but we're birthing new fetuses and we march. The eye of a tiger, mind of a Christ, heart of a lion, no lion. Me and my peoples marching to Zion. As the sun rises, I'm believing that I am, and I am a messenger. Perception is reality, therefore I see the best in you. So follow me through the Red Sea of this empire. Metaphorically, we spit fire as the walls burn down. So, the time is now. Can't let it pass, because when it's gone, you can't get it back. Get it back.
Period.
Get it back. Our time is now. Can't let it pass. When it's gone.
Period. Thank you for sharing.
I was born February 1933.
Wow.
From Montgomery, Alabama. My father was 114, my mom was 113.
Wow. And you say you walking up on what age?
I'm 88. I just had a birthday about 4 months ago.
Happy
February
birthday.
8th.
Happy birthday.
And
bro.
you don't believe me?
I believe you. No, I believe in you.
Why walk around and lie when you can tell the truth?
Period.
Right.
For real.
I feel better if somebody catch me in the truth than to catch me in a lie.
If you plan on curating exhibitions yourself, you can quite literally see in museums and galleries how it is done. Take physical and mental notes on what you feel works, doesn't work, and see how that can be applied to your practice. Collect pamphlets and sign up for newsletters. Key things that help is remembering names, and you remember names by showing up. These are some of my many reasons as to why I personally activate myself in these spaces. But also remember, you can curate your future. All art does not have to exist in these contexts, but it is a great habit to begin to get into visiting these areas in order to inform how you will cultivate your immersive experiences. These things help me not only because they're fun for me, I would do these things as leisure, and they really just open my mind. This is a requirement for this residency to actively engage in the spaces around you of which you feel like aligns with your best self or your future self, whether it be museums, galleries, going to cooking shows, cooking classes, whatever it is that you want to do, activate yourself in those spaces. If you put yourself in those spaces now, in the future, it could be this huge, just kind of like full circle moment. So.